Happy Friday, classes, and what I want you to do this weekend is set up your digital notebook on your Research Triangle High School Google Drive and share that with me. So here is how we're going to do it. First thing I want you to do is make sure that you're logged into your Research Triangle High School Drive account, not your personal Drive account. And here you see that my Drive is organized into many different folders. That way I can find things easily. Throughout the year we're going to be working on a lot of projects. So having folders for your course, for example, AP or World Civ, or your frequent documents or student work, tests and quizzes, those are going to be extremely important to organize so that you can find things efficiently. What we're going to be looking at are our digital notebooks. So when you create your digital notebook, you'll simply go to Create a Folder. It'll ask you to name that folder. I would like you to name it just like I have here. It'll pop up with a folder sort of like this, and I want you to have your full name, your course, and digital notebook, exactly as you see here. Full name, space, dash, space, either WC or WHAP, space, digital notebook. Once you've created that, you will then create documents within this notebook. So you go here to Create, and you'll just create a document. When you create a document, it'll pop up in a new window, and you'll have to name it. As we'll go to our Do Nows first, you have to name it by clicking up here where it'll say Untitled, and you rename it. Simply for Do Nows, name them Do Nows. For vocabulary, vocabulary. And for your notes, the unit and then notes. On Monday, we will do our Do Nows on our Do Now page, and you will complete your notes on your Notes page. For world history, your vocabulary for Unit 1 will be done in the vocabulary section. So let's get started with our Do Nows. Once you create the document, I want you to create a heading very similar to this. Pause the video if you need to. I would advise you to put the oldest Do Nows at the bottom. This will save you a little bit of time when you open this document every day. You won't have to scroll down to the bottom, and as we do more and more of these, it will take longer and longer for those to load. So when you go to Thursday, you will just simply complete the Do Now. You will then put in the next day for your next Do Now, similar to this. What year are we in? 14. Obviously it is a Friday. And next week you can then complete another. Now let's say you're absent. Type in caps, I was absent. Or let's say we do not use our digital notebook for that day and we complete our Do Nows on paper. All you need is a simple note to remind yourself that the Do Now was completed on paper that day. And this will help you stay more organized. For our vocabulary notebook, simply a chart for each unit will do. The word, the definition, or description. As we go through this course, those will get longer and longer. They won't simply be words like it's, y'all, there, history. You might have to describe who Attila the Hun was, for example, and why he was important. Simply do that by putting your heading, and you'll create a table. Insert a table, just a 2x1 table, and then you can tap to add rows. That's all you need to do. And for your notes, I'm not going to dictate how you take your notes. I want the heading at the top, and you'll have one document for each of the units. But your sections and how you take notes within your notes, that's your business. That's how you learn, and you know that best. You can do it in chart form. You can put pictures. You can put slides together and screenshot them and put them in the digital notebook. But I want you to have the notes, and I want them to be in your wording. And you can use visuals if you want in your digital notebook. You can personalize the fonts however you like, whatever helps you learn best. Ultimately, you will have these 3 documents in your digital notebook. The next thing I want you to do is share that digital notebook. So if you're in the folder, you see here, has the digital notebook, there'll be a drop down to share. You can go to the side drop down and share, or you can hit the Add Person and Share folder. And when you share the folder, everybody who you add will be able to view anything that's put in that folder. I would like this folder to be shared with me and you. So here you see I've added Mr. Guilford. I'm going to go ahead and add Mr. Drake to this email. Or excuse me, I'm going to add Mr. Goldberg to this email. So what I'll do is I'll type in last name, you'll type in Lassiter, and you'll just simply click the name and it'll automatically add that name. You could, I don't know if I can add myself directly to it. I can, so RT High School. I would like you to notify me via email. And I don't need to be able to edit your folder, but I would like to be able to make comments. So I will not change anything that's in your folder, but leave editing privileges on. There's not a setting for the folder for comments only. So it'll notify me via email. It'll have your email address on it already, so you don't need to add a message unless you just want to and tell me how awesome I am and how great that my class is. Simply send that, and that will pop up here. Mr. Goldberg and I have access to this folder. Hit done, and you've completed your homework for the day. You'll have a digital notebook with the beginnings of the information you have to have within it. For AP World History, you will be completing your vocabulary this weekend in this notebook, and you can also take your notes from the reading in this notebook. For World Civilizations, the notes we take with the video Monday that we're going to watch together and learn how to watch these videos will be done in your digital notebook under Unit 1 Notes. That's all for today. I'll see you in class, and have a great weekend.